Hello YouTubers, and thank you for watching again. On this video I'm gonna be showing you how I fix this standard Tiger rally car. On my previous video I run it on the dirt just when I get it out from the box. It is not new, it is a second-hand car, and I find out on that video that this axle is not working. The rear axle is not moving. The whole car moves, but the rear axle is not just engaging. I already checked it, I already cleaned this car from all the dust, all the dirt it have, and just check what the problem is. It's not pretty complicated, it's a simple fix, and I'm gonna be showing you how I fix it. Also, on a little bit I'm gonna be taking it out, turning up the engine so it get better performance, the most RPMs we can take out from it. Now let's look where the problem is. I already find it. It's here. I don't know if you can see there. Let me turn on a flashlight. There is the coupe joint of the dog bone axle. I don't know if you can see it moving there. It is just wiggling around. It is not engaging the rear differential. It is loose. So I'm gonna remove the whole rear assembly and fixing that. I don't know if you see there, when I move the car, that part is just loose, wiggling around. It is not working properly. So let's fix it. First of all, let's remove that rear axle. It's pretty simple actually. You just need a small screwdriver. This is number 2 screwdriver tip. Let's remove these 2 bolts here on the top of the car. Those 2 are holding the differential assembly here. They are not actually tight, they are just hand tight. They are not too tight. Also below the car we have these 4 bolts here. Let's remove those and we will be just pulling out the whole axle. Okay, we already removed the 4 lower bolts and the 2 bolts on the top. With that, the whole axle is just pull it out here and we already have it. Here is the problem. This coupe joint is loose. Look, this shouldn't move, this shouldn't take out from here. It should be completely tight to this axle here. It is loose, not working. So let's find out if it is damaged or just need a tight there. I have already cleaned up this axle here. It has a little bit of a wear here. I don't know if you see a line here. That's wear. Also here the very tip has some wear. That's because this cup joint was loose and moving like this there on that axle. Probably the previous owner just run it like that, didn't check out that it was damaged. I check it out. This could be just placed there again and tighten. That will not cause any problem to the car. Fortunately it was not broken or damaged or anything, it's just this part was loose. So let's place it back there and reassemble this car. To place the cup joint back to the axle, you need to check this axle have a flat area here. On that flat area, the hex screw have to align so it holds tightly against the axle and don't move, don't slide. Now, also, you need to get a flat screwdriver and place it below the gear here. So, I don't know if you see that. When I set the screwdriver below the gear, that like pulls up a little bit. That's because I'm getting up the gear and actually giving more space to the coupe joint to go in. Now to tighten it up, I don't know if you see, I'm moving this a little bit. The axle is not moving, just the coupe joint. So let's tighten that a little bit. Here with a screwdriver I just tighten a little bit and move it so it flattens with the axle. It needs to be completely flat against the axle. So just tighten a little bit. You see, it's still, let's get it to this side. Okay, it is just moving still a little bit, so let's tighten it a little bit more. Okay, there it is still moving. Let's tighten it a little bit more. It shouldn't move against the axle. It should be completely tightened against it. It's still moving a little bit, so let's tighten a little bit more there. Okay, it is holding a little bit now. It's still a little bit loose. Actually, the screwdriver didn't help me. I need to go out and get this Allen wrench so I can put it here on that bolt and tighten it a little bit more. It shouldn't move at all. So let's tighten that very well. There it is. This is not moving now. This is completely tight against that axle. It is, I don't know if you see inside of it. I can see there the axle is not moving. Let's just place the screwdriver here. It is not moving. Now it is tightened against the axle. This is not gonna move now. That will make this axle work again. As you can see, now the tires are moving. The differential is working as it should. It is moving again. So let's assemble back the car. To assemble back the car, you need first to align the dog bone axle. Is this I have on this hand? This is the dog bone axle. It is just placed in there. Nothing is holding it. Just goes in. In the car here, there is a cup joint where this axle goes. There it mounts in. I think you cannot see it on the video, but there is another cup joint like the one on the axle, like this one. There is another one in here. So I already set up the dog bone in there. Now let's align the rear axle here, and after aligning the rear axle, we need to get up a little bit the dog bone so it aligns with the rear cup joint. Okay, there it aligns. Now just align the differential case and place back the bolts. The dog bone is already on place. Let's set up the upper bolts first. There is one, there is the other. Okay, let's tighten those in just a little bit, not too much, just hand tight. They don't have to go like very tight, just hand tight. This is plastic. If you tighten that a lot, it will break. So just a little bit. Okay, there it is, the first one. Now the other one. Okay, just a little bit, not too much, hand tight, not very tight, you will break the plastic as I said. Okay, now below the 4 bolts that holds the whole differential assembly here. Let me get where the holes are. Okay, there is the first, the second, the third, and the fourth one. Okay, let's tie those in. Okay, the screws are back in. This car is reassembled. It should be working now properly. All the axles are moving. So let's go outside and tune it up and let's get it running.